What is up, everyone? Welcome back to some Slay, where we're going to take a look at the map Annee, which we're going to go into on Expert. So this is a little bit more difficult of a map than even the one we did yesterday. As you can see, there's very few territories that we can combine. And we've even got a territory here, which is making a singular income, which we'll be able to get a peasant next turn if he doesn't get gobbled up, which it might. It might. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start here. We go for this connection here, and then this is a larger territory, so we're starting with more money. So we're gonna go straight for a knight, which is gonna take out most of my income, which pulls my income. We have now a balance of 50, and an income of 10. And we've got new wages of 8. So what we're gonna do, we can't really, well, we can also do this. I forgot about this here. So we can connect these, which moves that down, my supplies down here, my savings, which is problematic because now I have this long line of singles, which is really easy to divide up. So we don't want to create more income or more wages. We don't want to reduce our income, basically. So what we're going to do is just a simple castle there. Now, castle there, because I'm going to want to expand into all of these regions, and orange and blue are going to start expanding quickly. So we want to keep our investments there and prevent them from encroaching in the next turn or so. Now, I could still purchase another peasant, which we might be able to, which puts me, what am I at? I could technically afford it, but I don't want to. Just because it's going to limit me too much. Okay. All right, so this guy here has a peasant. I don't have high hopes for him, but, you know, maybe. We'll see. I'm going to start with taking out this orange settlement here, just to strengthen out this middle part of my snake here. Because of that, I can afford to get another peasant. Again, we're leaving this whole bottom exposed, which makes me feel icky. So we're going to do that. I'll put a castle here just to protect my investment, keep my savings connected to the rest of them. Because if I do take a dip in income, I want to make sure I can save my $2 here. To kind of make up for the income, because you can kind of prevent starvation that way. Thankfully, we didn't have to worry about it. And this guy here did even create a knight. And he could have cut me off in this square right here. But he didn't, thankfully. Good for him. It's probably because he had to connect here. And as you can see, he's even got a kind of chain of things here. So if I could cut him off, I would. But blue may take care of that for me next turn. Let's see, what do we do? So red is becoming annoying. What do we have? We have a difference of 10 right now. So we could afford a knight, which I do want, because I want to do that. Just, you know, we gotta support our little ally over there. And then we're gonna send the other knight back here like that, just so that it can start expanding back. And now this territory here is finally gonna have a positive balance, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, there he goes. So the point of him is going to be just to be annoying. So we're going to expand up like this. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to expand down like this to prevent blue from getting back to these juicy 3 back here. As you can see, blue didn't cut him off, but red and purple did, which caused green much strife, which is good for us. As far as my actually chance of winning territory here, we are going to have some trees coming in. So as you can see, they've reduced my money enough so that I won't be able to afford a peasant. But that's fine. Totally fine. We are just going to stick on the game plan of expanding back this way. And making, actually, we're actually going to go there. Because blue could have, if I had gone to their hut, they could have gone to this square and this square and cut off my civilization here, which is a problem. As you can see, they're just expanding backward, which is good for me. All of these little infighting here. So, as I said, this territory here is just to be a nuisance. We're going to be a nuisance that way. That's not going to kill them, but it's going to annoy them and it's going to draw them back, which is good for me because it prevents them from going north. So we're trying to just play the AI a little. We're doing that just to clear trees. Probably obvious, but you know, gotta be said. And then we're going to do this way, so that these guys run out of food. And again, we're just trying to distract right here. Trying to prevent too big of a civilization from getting underway. Now purple is turning into a bit of a problem down here. Because if they play well, and they probably will, they're going to take out all of this territory that's controlled by blue right now. Which again, probably not going to be a big deal, but it's something we have to watch out for. Now, I've got a difference of 11 between my income and wages, which lets me, I think another knight is going to be in order. This territory back here is basically broken up. So the next thing I think I want to do is start taking out these tree sources. And again, this guy can't do anything because his nuisance is over. I expect him to be gobbled up by purple this turn. I know purple goes to blue. Again, we don't get broken up, which is great. We're going to use one of my knights here, one of my peasants here. This is a problem over on my east flank, which might be easily solved. Kind of hoping it is. So what we're going to do, we've got two knights. We're going to use one of them here and one of them here, just to limit their northern spread a little. I even don't need to do that knight there. I think it would be better suited, again, taking out a tree. Right? Do I need him? I don't even need him for that. We could do that next turn. Maybe. I don't know how concerned I should be about blue, but we're going to put him there just to keep him in line a little bit. And then we're going to grow, actually, I just undid everything. Redo everything and undo my last move. Yeah, we're actually going to do that to prevent the tree from growing in. See that red's forces died over here, so we're going to be playing the blue side. Actually, we're going to be playing the purple side. I think purple is doing just a little bit better, especially you can see by the graph. They have had the most land for a while. So, and that's fine. Because it's going to be fine. So I've got two guys that we can make. I think we're going hardcore on just eliminating these trees over here. I would like them to grow more through purple. That's what I would like. Okay, we can just do that for an easy elimination. I am very tired of me dealing with this. I'm kind of hoping that the orange up here in the north expands out a little bit so that I have a reason to attack his territory other than the fact that I need it. Which I do need it. The income would be really nice. But not necessary. So what we're gonna do now, I've got a knight and 2 peasants left. This peasant here is just gonna be a pain in the butt. That's all his job. This peasant here, again, just gonna be a pain in the butt. It's what it's there for. And we're gonna make some strides now to get south and connect with that southernmost territory. Let's see what happens. It's good. All of orange dies. Blue kind of connect a little bit. They're becoming maybe perhaps a little of an issue. Maybe perhaps. Maybe perhaps. Well, hold on. We have a difference of 18 right now. So, is it worth it? It might be worth it. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna rip it and hope it works. The only way it could be a problem is if 2 knights get created and block me off back here. I don't know, and even that we could fix by just doing this. Now we can't be cut off easily. I mean, I guess they could still go here and here, but I don't think this territory here is going to have the generation for that, especially with 3 graves. So yeah, we're just not gonna worry about it, right? Yeah. Okay. So if I did my math properly, and we don't have any trees growing, which we can prevent just by doing that, which I think is worth, honestly, because we don't want to die. Believe it or not, I'm really invested in not dying. Okay. And I forget, like, when I'm calculating my income, I'm using it based on the previous turn's numbers. We do get a bunch of territory throughout the turn because we have so many troops that I'm not taking that into account, which could increase my gameplay quite a bit if I did do that. So that being said, I should probably start doing that. Nothing more for these guys over here to do, aside from, I mean, wait, hold on. There is, if I expand to the south here, also this territory over here got gobbled, I didn't realize that. That probably happened last turn. Purple's becoming a problem, though, because I've expanded in such a way that blue has gotten a big advantage, or blue has gotten a big disadvantage in contesting with me. It's kind of the thing, like, they got sandwiched in between, like, 2 larger forces, and they couldn't hack it because of that, which is, you know, is understandable. So I think what we do is just start chipping away at purple up here, and then we kind of try to end blue, which we can do really easy. Well, can't do it really easily, but we can certainly take out a lot of their territory like that. And again, I am worried about my flank, so quick prevention is just that. Um, got to. I even should probably shore that up. Because red could come back this way. It would take them a couple of turns probably, but maybe not. They might have been able to do it. These here are free because they're guarded by the Duke, so I can use peasants here. Although I don't necessarily want to leave this eastern board unguarded. I certainly could have more peasants and play around the Dukes a little bit better. Now see, that was a mistake. On his part. And even this, you can divide him up a little bit more. So let's say we do this, we do this. What else we got? We have a knight and a peasant left. I do need to be cognizant of this over here, which it might be worth to create a knight and just go this way. The Duke I want to keep on the front lines here. Moving him does create a vulnerability here. I'm not sure how close this is to being a problem. It probably has like 6 dollary dues. But we have more connections through here now. So I think rather than committing my Duke there, we're going to do a really simple maneuver by clearing out some of these trees here. And that's even another connection to the main force. These guys are exposed, but they cannot, like, losing them is not going to be the end of the world. If anything, it's going to create a tree on purple's property. What openings do I have here? I guess we could do this. Or even better, even more divide up blue. Let's see what purple does. Okay, that is good for us. He did reconnect his territories back in here, which is a good move on his part. You know, no shade. But in a similar vein, we don't have that much more to go before they issue a surrender, I'm sure. I'm really annoyed by these trees. I shouldn't be. Like, I should just focus on the main war, but I can't. Like, you can't deny the fact that having good, well-established backlines can save a lot in the long run. Even still, I am worried now. So these guys, we have a lot of peasants now extended along this particular peninsula. So the way I'm gonna deal with that, they could still get cut off. Like this guy could be cut off here. But it's a risk I'm willing to take, basically. We have a lot back here that I used kind of haphazardly. And he just keeps going back. I wonder if this AI is like broken or something. It should be trying to respond to me, I feel. But like on the same vein, I don't care. That all is free. And we can even do that. I mean, game is ancient, so like I would not be surprised that the AI is not the most robust. I take out their savings because I think we are very close to a death blow here. I'm using knights for things that I should not be. So like that is definitely a move I have to make, but like these, I don't have to worry about. So again, I think I explained it yesterday, but using the strategy of giving purple a bunch of one territory things. So like they could recapture them, but it essentially takes 2 tiles out of their income, which is pretty huge. Because I mean this game's all about income management. Sure. Let's just do this. That'll do that, I think. No surrender vote yet, but we took out the biggest contender here. Again, now this guy has a knight, this guy has a knight, and this guy has a knight. I think it might be worth it to create another duke to start encroaching on these knights. I'm really surprised. He must have had a lot of savings down there. We're going to use my own knight up here because of, you know, I keep trying to move a peasant. That cannot be moved because I've already moved him today or on this turn. Just going to continue to divide up purple here. Put a knight here so it can't retaliate. Are there no other places I can put an offensive peasant? Even this guy, like this guy hasn't moved since the beginning of the game. Which you would think, like I wouldn't think putting the castle here would deter him that much. And like, yes, I could retaliate right away. In fact, I was kind of planning on it. It's just interesting. So, yeah, I don't think, I mean, I guess we can go there. We can go there. Which, again, he can retaliate, but, like, there hasn't, like, I've been posturing aggressively this entire game, and I've not been punished at all for it. And I don't know, there's that, like, I remember this game being harder than it is, and there's the surrender. And that's a win in 14 turns. So we are also getting progressively more turns, although the maps are getting progressively bigger and more complicated. So yeah, if you're enjoying the series, go ahead, give me a like, leave a comment below. I'm also interested if you guys have any other great strategy games like this that I can play for the channel. If you've got one, let me know. And otherwise, stay tuned tomorrow for the next Slay.